Hey guys, I'm going to do a video today of my Thundercats collection, original Thundercats collection from the 80s. I'm not into the new stuff or any of that, so let's get started. This is the mini Cat's Lair play set up here. As you can see, there's a mini monkey and a lioness and a panthero figure with it. Moving down to the first shelf. This is my good guy shelf, and there's Schnarf there, mini Lionel with his Sword of Omens, and then regular size Lionel with Sword of Omens, his claw, and the battery light up ring which fits in his back and makes his eyes light up. Next we have Jagger, complete with cape, helmet, and his Sword of Omens, and then a mini Tigra. Actually, this is the young Tigra. I know there was a full-size young Tigra figure available in the States. I don't know if it ever came out over here in the UK, but anyway, that's him. Regular size Tigra with the bolo whip. That's a little disc that actually fired out the Thundercats gun, which I have, but I can't seem to find that at the moment, so maybe show that in another video. I'm sure you've all seen it before if you're a Thundercats fan. And then we have the Wily Cat, which comes with Tigra, with the plastic base. Then we have the loose Wily Cat and Wily Kit with the hoverboard. Only using one hoverboard because I'm kind of pushed for room. So I thought it kind of looked cool with them both, kind of like playing and sharing it type thing. Got Chitara in the background with her staff, and then the loose moulded Wily Kit which comes with Chitara. And there's another small Chitara there, then a small Panthero with his nunchucks, and then the regular size Panthero with his nunchucks. And then we have another loose Tigra with a Thunderclaw and like a sticky throw dart type thing. I got a set of those when I was a kid. Yeah, I should say a lot of these figures were actually mine from my childhood. Some of them may have the odd paint mark or scuff or broken part or missing accessory, but I don't really care about that. As I always say, toys were meant to be played with, and I think anybody that got these as a kid and kept them in the boxes and wrappers and whatnot, well, they definitely did really miss out. I absolutely adored these figures when I was a kid. Played with them a lot. A lot of these are replacements because the ones I got as a child, like I say, as I played with them a lot, they got broken and parts missing and stuff. So I kept what I could and replaced what I felt were a bit too damaged, or you know, it's too many parts missing to display. Which so I've kept them in storage. I would never part with them. But yeah, so it's kind of a mixture of my original toys and some replacements that I've got. The set is not 100% complete because I think that some of the figures and play sets and stuff are just ridiculously priced for what they are, and I may get them as I go on. I'm a big collector. I've been collecting for over 30 years, so if they do come up at a decent price, or I am in the market looking for them and have a bit of spare money, I may pick them up. But stuff like Bengali is hammer. I mean, anybody that wants to pay like £60–70 of like equivalent to $100 for a little plastic hammer, I think that's absolutely insane. But don't get me wrong, I'd like to have it, as would any collector, but I just think paying that kind of money for something like that is, well, it's not for me, should I say. We've got this like little throw sticky thing that I showed you up there. I don't know what the correct terminology is for it. And then we've got Tigra in the hovercat. I know this is missing the there's like a plastic tube that fits over here. I probably will pick that up at some point and put it on him, but it's never really bothered me. As I say, it's Bengali, Pumura, and Linksaw. This Linksaw, it's absolutely mint. It's this cat I've been played with much. This wasn't one of my originals. I never actually had this figure as a kid, but I bought him loose. I should say, I think my wife bought me him on Christmas, and he looks like he's never even been touched, but I'm kind of glad really. But like I say, some kid probably missed out on playing with him. And then we've got the burbles down here, and Snowman of Hook Mountain. There's a helmet, the spear, and the shield. And then we've got the mini snowman with his shield and his snow cap. At the back there, the Ashen Man with the sword and helmet, and a mini Ashen Man with his sword, then a mini Tusker with his gun, as you can see, and then the bigger Tusker with his gun at the back, and one of those throwy sticky things. Here we go. Now we have Safari Joe. He doesn't have his gun. I probably will pick that up because I can probably get that for around £15, and I'm at $25, something like that. And then got Mail Away Mumra, Bandage Mumra, should I say? That's what I always called him as a kid, with his staff. You couldn't get him in the shops. You had to. Well, I know this is what I did. I had to basically save all the card backs for the figures I got, and there were like kind of a token on each one. And you collected so many up, and then you sent off for it. And like several months later, this guy turned up through mail. So, and that is the original one that my mum and dad sent off for me when I was a kid. So it means a lot to me. And then there's Marmot. There's the like light up battery ring which you put in the back of this Mumra, and his eyes light up same as Lionel's, complete with the headdress, the sword and dagger. This sword, guys, for any Thundercats collectors out there, be very, very careful, because I've had a couple of these which have broke really easy, just where it fits into his hand there. It seems to wear real thin, that plastic, so be careful with it if you're handling this guy. So it's a Slithe, one of my favourite villains, probably my favourite. I just loved how he looked when I was a kid. Took this everywhere with me, and then when my brother got him off me when I was a bit older, he took him everywhere with him as well. And this is the original Slithe that I had as a child. I think that little guy there, I think is actually an eraser, but he kind of goes with the rest of the miniatures, so that's where he lives anyway. Then we've got Mini Munkian with a Sky Cutter, Mini Sky Cutter. I think that's actually a pencil sharpener, but it's really nice scale and fits nicely. And we've got Jackal Man at the back there, great condition with his club and his shoulder armour. Vulture Man. I don't have his weapon. Again, another one I'll probably pick up at some point. It's not too expensive. And this Munkian here with his helmet and his weapon. It's a beautiful weapon, that one, a spiky ball on a train, whatever it is. I'm not sure what the correct terminology is. Then we have Mini Rotoro, Big Rotoro with the black sai. I do only have one sai for him. Probably will pick up the other one at some point. But it's very, very expensive just for a little piece of plastic. And that you can actually get two versions. There's these black sais with the black sai, should I say, with the blue eye on, or you can get the silver ones. I kind of like the black ones better, so kind of hold out for one of those if I can. Groom the Destroyer with his weapons. It's his like spiky club and his, I don't like it, sort of some sort of a knuckle duster type weapon. And then there's a miniature guy, and then there's Captain Shiner in the back. Again, another one I don't have his weapon for, but I will acquire it at some point, I'm sure. And then Mongo, again without a weapon. And a little Thundercats barrel. I'm not sure what that's from, but kind of looks cool and goes with those guys. So they're sort of the main villains. A couple of weapons I do need to pick up for those guys, and these the main good guys. Oh no, they're not, should I say? These are the main good guys. These guys are kind of the well, a lot of these are the third season releases. Those three there, especially, and just some other good guys. Going down, we have a Thundercats computer game. I think that's for the yes, for Spectrum. And then there's a Nosediver with Slithe, and I've got a Thundercats mini Slithe still in its pack with weapon. You probably aren't going to be able to see it very good, and I apologise for that. But it's a variant. It's different to those two. It's a different one. It's kind of a cross between them both. Then we have some of the Berserkers here. Well, all of the Berserkers in fact, and these are all complete. Not my favourite characters from the franchise, but part of the collection, so of course I'm going to have them. And then we've got Munkian on a Sky Cutter, and I think that's it for my loose figures. There we go. I do also have the Big Cat's Lair down there, and of course the Sword of Omens full size one with the end on, because I know that's often missing, and this one does light up, I'm pleased to say. And that's about it, guys. Like I said, there is a few bits and bats that I do need, but I haven't really bought any new Thundercats merch for quite a while. I'm not too fussed for things like the Tungosaurus and stuff that was hardly ever seen and goes for like, I don't know, 500 quid. It's not really something that I'm too crazy about. I like these guys because this was my favourite cartoon as a child, and these were the guys that I saw every week when I tuned in. Like some of the more rarer figures, well, stuff like the Astral Moat Monster and Tungosaurus and a few bits and bobs. I barely ever saw, if at all, because I didn't see every single episode when I was a child, so I got the ones which meant the most to me. And as time goes on, if they fall in my lap for a decent price, things like the Driller and Stinger and things like that, I'll probably will pick them up. But I collect a lot of stuff, as you can see. I collect a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff. So I'm not just about Thundercats, so that's why I can't focus all my efforts on just one line, especially when like a little plastic hammer will cost like 100 quid when I can get so many other things that I actually need. But I hope you like, guys. Let me know if you do. Let me know if you've got a Thundercats collection, or even if you like the show, and if you've got it out on your sites, I'll gladly come and have a look and tell you what I think. But yeah, that's about it, guys. The greatest cartoon ever, in my opinion. Beautiful artwork on these guys, considering how old they are. I think it was a cartoon that was really ahead of its time, and I know the remake has come out recently. I mean, I think it's great for the kids that get to watch Thundercats who didn't know about this show, but it's kind of, well, it's very modern, it's like anime style. It's not my cup of tea, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Thundercats. So if it introduces Thundercats to a new generation, and then they want to go back and watch the DVDs of this show, or pick up some of this merch online, I mean, that can only be a good thing, right? So that's it then, guys. I'll leave you with a shot of Cat's Lair and Sword of Omens, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.